So here I have a Cathedral Port Edelbrock Super Victor intake. I had the injectors on there. I got it laid out where I want to start. Gonna be running these induction solutions. They have these bungs that you weld on. So I went and had laid it out. Took an 1/8 inch drill bit, started, got the right angle. Then I'm gonna take it over to my drill press and see how straight we can get these things drilled. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, we're over at the drill press. Yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna work. I've had a little extension plate, got it set up. My super sweet intake fixture. So I'll set. Hopefully, don't rip my arm off. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and see how this works. Sauce here. Man, it looks like we're through with that size. Well, we're gonna have to do that 7 more times. 7 more times, and then I'll bump it up to the bit that fits the bung. I just grabbed a bit that was around 1/4 inch to begin with. See how it worked. Seemed to work pretty good. So we'll keep going. I'll bring you back if something happens or whenever I get all the holes drilled. All right, guys. Got all 8 holes drilled, 1/2 inch. Bring it back to the workbench now and see how square they are. Hopefully it turned out pretty good. Okay, guys, all the holes are drilled. I got this first one in. I kind of had them all lined up, made sure they're all pretty close. They're all pretty close. I took a small piece of aluminum, cut it to fit inside here, just where it touches the tip to hold the bottom. If I script that on, I have a interesting method of holding that where I want it. It holds nice and tight against the back there, so it's good. Kind of show you inside the port here possibly. Maybe you can see that piece of aluminum in there that holds the bottom. But I'll start getting them all tacked in. I'm starting on these real steep ones first, and then I'll get the height set on the not so steep ones, because obviously when you do the bottom of these, it's going to end up being taller. So then I'll come to these, get those set. That way they're all square across, and I'll bring you guys back in when get them all tacked in, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, here's kind of how I set it. Got the first one tacked up, put the angle meter on the flange, angle meter on the ruler, got the height set, so now I'm gonna get this one tacked up. Seemed like it worked pretty good. All right, guys, the first side's welded in. I mean, this first one I started on, it's pretty rough. Second one's pretty rough too. I'm gonna have to re-tap that one. I mean, the last one, they get the settings figured out a little better. I don't know why. Maybe it's the tapping fluid I used, but man, it didn't want to weld very nice. Also doesn't help in welding pretty thin stuff to very thick stuff, but it was tough. It was definitely tough. So now, time to get the other side tacked up, and we'll get that tacked up and welded on, and hopefully we can make them look a little bit better than these.